how close were you to playing for Japan?
So at the time I was in the camp, I was training 12. So yeah, pretty much off the bat, I'm told I'm in the camp and I'm preparing at 12. And I got sat down by Tony Brown and Jeremy Joe, and they were like, all right, we're looking to have you up against Fiji, which was one of the first games at 12. So trained the hardest camp I've ever gone through. 30 days of morning session, afternoon session, and after dinner sessions.
After dinner?
After dinner. After dinner, we were doing 2-hour sessions. So it was the hardest camp I've ever been through. Pretty much had been training all the as well. My foot was broken at the time, so I was just taking cortisone shots to kind of get through it. And they're like, all right, we just need to kind of bust ass, get you through it. And then the last day, Jamie just sits down and he goes, yeah, sorry, mate. We were out. We weren't able to do it. So the whole time in the background, I knew they were working to get me in. And then that last day is when I found out. So
you didn't qualify? Is that what
yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I was, I think, a week or so out.
Seriously, that close?
Yeah.
What were those sessions like? Because I remember listening to Eddie Jones do a podcast about when he was the Japanese coach and he was trying to change the culture of Japan rugby. And look, the guys who've been there have obviously done a pretty fucking good job of that. But what are you doing 3 times a day?
So one thing about Jamie Joe is he's a face value man. So if he sees you kind of slacking off or trying to make an excuse, he's not going to like you. And I think for players that he gets on with, when you just show you bust ass, he's a man that loves contact. So day one, like this. So an example of a normal day was come in, gym conditioning, and then would wrestle. We had a wrestling coach, jiu-jitsu coach. So we did jiu-jitsu so it was like an hour of gym, 30 minutes of off-feet conditioning, so row ski, and then straight into your jiu-jitsu.
So what time did this start?
So that would be 8 a.m. start till 11:30, 12.
So gentlemanly.
Yeah. So we'd finish that. So 11:30. We'd have our lunch around 12 or 1. And then our second session was always quite fast after. It was like 2:30. Second session was our field session. So you straight out on the field. We were into our like contacts. So I remember day one, Jamie Joe had the boys lined up. This is no joke, 15 meters apart. And he's like, run it, sprinted at each other. And we had to sprint upright into a heavy contacted tackle. There was 6 injuries the first day, as in, yeah. But he just wanted to, I think he just wanted to see like who was, sorry.
I lost your phone. Yeah, there you go.
I think he just wanted to see who was kind of there and ready for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was our field session. It got to about an hour and a half, the field. And then the last half an hour would be conditioning. So we'd have either broken Bronco sets, as well as sometimes, a lot of the time we had weights on the field. So we had to like do like a couple weights, burpee over bar, and then, yeah. So we'd finish that usually around 4:30 or 5. Head in, dinner, 6 o'clock, and then I think it was 7:30 start for our night session. 7:30 forwards. This is the time where thank God I wasn't in forwards. They had more D and scrum for hour and a half sessions were the night ones.
How many times a week did you do that?
So we did that every day except Saturday. We only did till the afternoon. and then Sunday off, and then back on.
So Monday to Friday, 3 sessions a day. Saturday, double session.
Sunday off.
And how many weeks? And you did that for 30 days?
30 days.
Mate, that is fucking insane.
Yeah. It was the toughest camp, but I think mentally it's helped me. But yeah, it was the toughest camp.
Did they smash your recovery, make sure you had heaps of food between sessions, or was that kind of all on you?
Nah, so we were in like a hotel and that, and food was massive. So like you were given what you needed to. But everyone straight after, everyone was into ice baths, everyone was into the Normatex and stuff like that. I mean, we had massages, I think, every second night for 30 minutes. And yeah, you just had to get into your stretching straight away.
So Jamie Joseph?
Yeah, Jamie Joseph, yeah.
When did you do this? Was this before the World Cup, or was this before?
This was before World Cup. This is our World Cup training. This is before the trial game against Fiji.
Okay, so a week later, you still would have qualified for the World Cup. Is that right? No.
But there's a cut-off deadline.
Okay.
So I think by the end of it, I was out. Okay,
but still crazy experience, good experience.
Yeah. I mean, you can take it two ways, man. I was devastated, to be honest. I mean, because I was playing through, like, I was in agony every night because my foot was just broken from sunwolves, and my rib cartilage popped out on the last. I think I was playing the last 4 or 5 games.
Did they know that, by the way?
Yeah.
They knew that. Yeah.
You know how it is. Just cortisone and just do your best, kind of thing. So to be honest, when I found out, I was just overwhelmed. I think it was, a lot. I just kind of started tearing up, and like I was just like, holy, like I've just slaughtered myself, and now I'm told I can't like do what I was all for.
Yeah,
it was like studying every day, 3 times a day, 30 days straight, and then being told there's no test. And what was the point of it? But like you said, you got to kind of take the good with the bad.
Well, mate, when you end up playing for the Wallabies, you'll go, oh, I'm glad all that happened.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's all kind of worked in.
Looking at how well Japan played in that World Cup, I think Jamie Joseph would probably feel pretty validated about how hard he was working you guys. Because,
I think so.
Like Japan in that World Cup, like they didn't win the World Cup, but they kind of won the World Cup. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was pretty exciting to watch, and like, they really got the most out of them.
Like you said, I feel like it was the biggest standout where people were blown away. Far out, we probably do need to take Japan a bit more serious, which is awesome.
And I think it shows a lot of people that you can probably work a lot harder than you think you can.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people feel like a lot of players would look at that and go, oh, that's just way too much. But then look at how well they performed.